South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut. That's the movie we're going to be starting with here, boys. So, right off the bat, what is your favorite song from this film?
Ooh, I was going to ask that one. My favorite song is probably Satan's Big Number.
Yeah, that's a solid one, dude. That's a solid one. They gave Satan the I Want song. That's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah. I'm a big fan of that choice. Dylan, how about you?
I didn't really have a favorite song. Kyle's mom's a bitch.
That's a good choice.
It's a good song, cool. Dude. It's a good song. How about you, Jackson?
There we go.
Baby, I love Big Gay Al's number. You know, it really just spoke to my heart.
I forgot that was a thing.
Don't block that one out. I like La Resistance, personally.
That one was pretty good.
The fucking... So, like, for the fucking Grammys, a song from this film actually got nominated. Do any of you know which one that is?
No.
It was Big Gay Al's number, of course.
I don't know which one it is.
It was Blame Canada. Now, I feel like the reason for that is because, like, the most sanitized one out of the whole bunch that, like, they could, like, you know, throw into an awards show and, like, maybe have, like, some, a bit of the song play or something like that. Whereas the rest of them gets a little hard with, like, with fucking Donkey Fuck or whatever the fuck, you know?
Uncle Fucker?
Uncle Fucker, that's the one.
Yeah, weird.
And it unfortunately did end up losing against Tarzan song, so...
Let's go!
Yeah, fucking Matt and Trey Parker, the creators of South Park, had some... they had some really choice words for the composer of that song after that for the next few South Park seasons, which is real fun.
I mean, it's not their content isn't appropriate for the public necessarily, so I don't know why they're so mad about not the general public.
That's the exact thing that this film explores, Dylan. Now, if you guys weren't aware, what are they even called right now? I'm completely blanking on their names. Terrence
Canadians.
and Phillip are often used as like an analog for South Park as a show itself, like within the world of South Park, you know? So like the reaction to like Kyle's mom in this film is basically how they interpreted the rest of like society kind of reacting to South Park becoming like big, you know?
I thought Terrence and Phillip were just supposed to be an analog for how stupid most television is.
No, it's specifically supposed to be like how like the general public views South Park, you know? It's like just like fucking fart jokes and like swearing and shit like that is basically how they believe people perceive the show to be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. I can believe both those statements to be true at the same time.
Yeah, now as for the actual film itself, what do you guys think of it?
I thought it was a South Park show. I really don't have any other observations outside of that.
I thought it was funny.
It was just an extra long South Park episode to me, to be honest.
I agree. It was I feel like comedy movies are oftentimes the hardest to review because, like, it kind of just boils down to, yeah, I found it funny.
Yeah, there's not a lot of substance to latch onto because the plot really doesn't matter that much in the grand scheme of things. It's just a fucking device to, you know, have comedy
tell jokes
off of.
Yeah. And it's like, I literally just enjoyed this show as much as I would enjoy watching an episode of South Park. I don't really have any gripes or anything outside of that. It was just another episode of South Park for me.
Interesting stuff. What did you guys think of the choice of making it a musical at all?
I didn't think it was a very called for thing. I think it was interesting, but I personally don't think musicals need to exist in a position in which musicals didn't exist before.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
South Park isn't a musical, therefore it did not need to be a musical.
What do you mean? There's lots of songs in South Park.
There are?
Yes.
Yeah, Matt and Trey Parker are like well-known like musical fans, so they throw a lot of music in it.
Damn, I didn't know that. This is unbeknownst to me.
It's like Dylan being angry that the Bob's Burgers movie is also considered a musical.
I didn't know that.
I think it's very
inspired myself.
Okay. I think it's a very inspired choice. I was a big fan of it personally. None of the songs in this movie like really fall flat for the most part. I'm not a big fan of like the fucking Saddam song personally. Or like, you know, I don't think Blame Canada is all that good. But other than that, I think they're all pretty sweet. Also, speaking of Saddam, by the way, the idea of fucking making Satan and Saddam Hussein in a homosexual abusive relationship with one another, I think it's just fantastic, you know? And they don't even make the fact that, like, you know, like, Satan's gay. They don't make that, like, a punchline at all. It's played completely straight, you know, for lack of a better word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
They sure do make... Never mind. I don't want to say that.
Dylan was angered that they made that whole subplot, by the way, Tanner. He was this is pointless. Why did they do this? The only, like, real subplot in this film that I didn't really like that much was, like, the whole Stan trying to find the clitters thing, which is funny, but it also serves no real purpose.
Yeah, it doesn't really pay off either.
No.
What are you talking about? He becomes a big old hero guy at the end.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't contribute to the ending at all.
I know he doesn't contribute to the ending, but it makes him seem like he is going to for those brief 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there's that.
Yeah, I suppose so. All right, boys. Let's just get on to the ratings here, okay? Let's
Thank
just
God.
go for it, all right?
Finally.
Dylan, how'd you feel about South Park?
I'm just gonna give it an A.
Sweet. Jackson, how about you?
I said an A-. Mostly just because I was looking at the other movies I was giving an A tier, and I don't think it's on the level of, like, Ferris Bueller or fucking The Big Lebowski for me at all. Just because this movie is, like, purely just comedy. There's not, like, a plot progression that really happens as well that's also something entertaining to watch, really. At least for me. But I still thought it was really funny. I thought the jokes landed pretty consistently for me. I like the commentary of all of it. So yeah, A-, still a pretty respectable rating.
Funnily enough, I'm gonna give it an A- as well.
Okay. Looking over my personal fucking movies that I've rated so far, I'm gonna do one higher and go for an A for me.
2 ways and an A-. That puts us at an A, I'm pretty sure. Yep, that is an A.
Holy shit.
Let's go. Who would have guessed?